This year, 9 African countries put their cinematic artistry on the global stage by submitting films for the Best International Feature Film category at the 97th Academy Awards. These submissions reflect the rich diversity and storytelling brilliance of African cinema, with entries from Tunisia, Algeria, Nigeria, Kenya, Morocco, Cameroon, Senegal, South Africa, and Egypt. The competition highlights an exciting year for African narratives. The 97th Oscars took place on March 2nd, 2025, at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, California, and was broadcast live to over 200 territories. Here are the 9 African movies submitted. Cameroon, Kismet, directed by Ngang Romanus. Kismet is inspired by a true story and follows Wambo, Noralum, a Christian woman who challenges societal expectations by falling in love with Ibrahim, a Muslim man. Their relationship deepens against the backdrop of community tensions, land disputes, and an arranged marriage. As their love grows, Wambo finds herself caught in the middle, trying to mediate between conflicting sides of her community who struggle to find common ground.
You are useful for play mafia.
Are you the tonton ahead because you the functionality?
Egypt, Flight 404, directed by Hani Khalifa. In Flight 404, Gada is just days away from her pilgrimage to the Holy Land when she suddenly faces a financial crisis. Her mother needs emergency surgery. Despite her deep commitment to her faith, Gada must confront her troubled past to come up with the money. The film was a box office success in Egypt and several countries in the Middle East and North Africa, and it also had a theatrical release in Europe, in the US, Kenya. Nawi, directed by Vallentine Chelluget and Apuu Mourine, and the second feature film by Kevin Schmutzler. Nawi tells the story of a 13-year-old girl who fights for her dream of continuing her education despite her father's plan to marry her off to an older man in exchange for a herd of goats. The film explores the struggle between tradition and personal ambition as Nawi defies family expectations to follow her own path.
Run away because I'm afraid. They gonna dreams.
Morocco, Everybody Loves Touda, directed by Nabil Ayouch. In Everybody Loves Touda, the story centers on Touda, Nisrin Eradi, a young singer with big dreams of becoming a folk music star. Determined to provide a better future for her deaf and mute son, she hopes to earn enough money to send him to a special needs school. Touda moves to Casablanca, chasing her ambition of making it as a star in the big city. South Africa, Old Righteous Blues, directed by Muneera Sallies. Set in South Africa's Western Cape, Old Righteous Blues centers on Hani, a member of a Christmas choir with dreams of becoming the drum major and reviving the group's former glory. However, his plans meet resistance from the older members, and matters become even trickier when he develops feelings for Risi, the daughter of a rival choir leader. This romantic tale also highlights the rich cultural tradition of Christmas choirs in the Western Cape. Tunisia, Take My Breath, directed by Nada Mezni Hafaiedh. Take My Breath features Amina Ben Ismail as Shams, a 23-year-old seamstress who has spent her life concealing her intersex identity. When her secret is revealed, she faces rejection from society and loses the love of her life. Seeking solace, Shams turns to her lover's enigmatic cousin, embarking on a deeply personal journey to fully embrace and understand her identity. Algeria, Algiers. Chakib Taleb-Bendiab's mystery thriller, Algiers, begins with the disappearance of a young girl, throwing the city into a state of alarm. Psychiatrist Dr. Dunya Assam, Miriam Mejkan, works with a police inspector to unravel the case, uncovering hidden truths linked to the city's past along the way. Nigeria, My Martaba, directed by Prince Daniel Aboki. Shot on location in Dora, Katsina State, Nigeria, My Martaba tells the story of a kingdom that thrived through the trans-Saharan trade, only to be disrupted by internal power struggles among the ruling clan. The film had its theatrical release in Nigeria and was also selected for the Septimius Awards in Amsterdam. Senegal, Dahomey, directed by Mati Diop. Dahomey is the only African film among in this list that secured a nomination in the Best International Feature Film category. The film explores the return of 26 treasures from France to Cotonou, the capital of Benin Republic, highlighting the ongoing call for restitution from former colonial powers. The narrative, partly voiced by one of the looted artifacts, portrays the joyous celebrations that erupted in Cotonou as the treasures were welcomed back home. In conclusion, none of the African movies submitted won the award. I'm Still Here from Brazil, directed by Walter Salles, won the Oscar for Best International Feature Film. It's a historic moment, Brazil's first win in this category after 5 nominations over the years.